The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is Raul. It's Raul! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Guardiola. And this is Raul. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Now he's got space here. And this is Batistuta. It's not an especially good pass, that.
You know, Peter, sometimes it's just nice to draw attention to unheralded players, and Sergi, for me, fits the bill.
Shapes! They've done it! Chiellini. Sporting are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Batistuta. Sporting finding their passes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Mbappe ready to try one. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now, that's a lovely exchange. Guardiola. Now, can they get him away? Tries to play it through. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Chiellini. Van de Ven. Cafu. Xavi Alonso. Now that's well seen too. Eintracht Frankfurt deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but, you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, they really should. Raul. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Parla. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rummenigge! What a wonderful goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Eintracht. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rummenigge. Guardiola. Sporting still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Sergi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Batistuta. Here's a chance! Sergi. What a throw in. Sporting still have the cards to affect this game. Stojkovic. Stojkovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Sergi. Sergi goes on a charge down the left. Sergi with the cross. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tries to pass it through, and he cuts out the supply. Dembele, and it's played forward. And it's De Jong. No, that's been intercepted.
Sporting really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And that should get the job done. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's a throw-in.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 18, Pep Guardiola. Number 9, Batistuta. Coming on the field, number 5.
And he can clear it away.
Number 10, Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Dembele.
1 minute added time.
Stojkovic. And that's that. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's a sharp pass. Rummenigge. Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out wide. Sergi. Alvarez. And it's Dembele. Looking tidy in possession here. Adams.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cannavaro. Oh, there's a probing ball. Pinches it off him. And it's Rice.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because...
Can he finish? Goal! Sporting! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Sporting with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's the keeper's ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. Aimed beyond the defence. Well read, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Eto'o. And he's intervened well there. Rice, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely aimed pass. He won't be happy with that one. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
It'll be a throw-in.
Pretty robust defending.
Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's lofted through here. No, he's just misjudged that one.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he opts to go forward. Rummenigge! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Sporting are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Sporting can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Substitutions taking place.
Sporting carrying a one-goal lead. Knocks it into space. And this is Eto'o. And he's searching. Shot a goal! They've done it! AC Milan are all square. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Neymar. Scholes, looking to play him in. Chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Looking for options for movement. Sporting, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Dembele! Goal! Sporting! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Sporting take the lead.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's a player who has defined a generation. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Dembele. Oh, sweet feet. It's run loose. Who's going to get... And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Scholes. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Eto'o! So close to drawing level.
Eto'o was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Substitution for Sporting. Number 41.
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
Number 15. Dembele.
Beckham with the short one.
Number 13.
And this is Neymar. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
All hands on deck for this one. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cannavaro gathers from the goal kick.
5 minutes added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu, oh, good-looking ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Alvaro, can he finish?
Well, he's...
And that is the last effort of the game. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the... And the finish! And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! It's bounced back off the post. Hazard driving forwards. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Bale! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's Makalele. Alvarez. Rice. Alvarez. Now it's Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Makalele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Alvarez. He's on it, can he get away? Sporting are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Cantona. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's come in hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Good ball, face to face with the keeper. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Sporting presented with a golden opportunity here. To get them off and running. And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. Alvarez! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Rice. Cross flung in towards the middle. Cantona. Madrid are looking to break at pace, looking for the run, and it's been played through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Valverde gets across to intercept that. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. And he plays one through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Sporting! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Bale. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And the counter is on. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Azar. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Sporting are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Short changes him with that pass. Dembele. Dembele tries making a foray down the right. Shot at goal! Cleared without hesitation. Bellingham. Team still separated by the game's only goal. And that has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Madrid finding their passes. It's Bale! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Substitution for Sporting, number 10. Mbappe.
So, time for changes
Number
on
41,
both sides, actually.
Rice. Coming on the field, number 13.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Sainz Rummenigge, number 23.
Alvarez, who does have an assist to his name. Dembele making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Forlan.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would...
Shot, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. Casillas claims comfortably.
Sporting surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Pele! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And this is Dembele. Sporting still ahead by the game's only goal. Now, can they get him away? He's onside! Incoming to... Oh, what a climb! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And they're quick to get it back. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Sporting have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Sporting.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Mbappe, they're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Cruyff. Byrne. Stojkovic producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Chiellini for Rice. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Cruyff. Alvarez. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Nuno Mendes. And it's Rice. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This looks promising. And the shot's on here. Marquinhos gets it away.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Stojkovic threads one in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Owen proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Mbappe. Rice. Alvarez. Goes looking wide. Alvarez. Marquinhos. Owen. It's played through for him. Mbappe. And that's him. Gets his head on it! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Where memorabilia from today's match are now available. Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And he's there to belt it away. Has a look and plays it forward. Rijkaard. Sporting looking to pass their way through. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham puts his foot on the gas. Sporting come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Owen.
Sporting couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Can he get it through? And this is Cruyff. Well read, and the danger is averted. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long.
And a chance! Has another go! Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Batistuta goes on a run down the left wing. Rijkaard. And here's Cruyff.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And that could set him on his way. And that is expertly dealt with. Bellingham. Alvarez. Big chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 3 coming up. And he's managed to get rid. Tries to pass it through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Alvarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now, can they get him away?
There will be 1 minute.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Now that's well seen too. And there goes the final whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How would you summarise what we've... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival. Forlan in acres of space out wide. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Hoist it in. That is a brilliant interception. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Sporting are looking to go forward now. And it's Davids. Oh, robust challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Batistuta. And here's Cruyff. Shot could be on. Now it's Forlan. That's a sharp pass. Batistuta. He might be in here! And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Forlan. Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. Xabi Alonso. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity.
Big chance! And again! And it's bounced out off the woodwork!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Scholes looking to get on the end of this. And that has been cut short. And it's Batistuta. Half-time getting close now. Now it's Alvarez. Davids. Well read, nice interception. Oh, it's come loose. Bernardo Silva. Van Dijk goes. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Sporting really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Mbappe. Goes looking wide. Cruyff. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now that looks a decent ball. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And it's Scholes. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's been played through. Chance for a shot! No mistake! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Can he get it through? And this is Cruyff. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And this is Cruyff. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Tries to pass it through. He is through here. Nice interception, well timed.
Sporting clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Good read, needed to be.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Scholes. No way he was going to let him past. That pass has been well intercepted. Cruyff. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Sporting nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's rather hopeful. Saliba. Sporting moments now away from seeing this one out. Time added on will be 2 minutes. That's the end. Sporting have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter, because his feet are almost as good as his hands.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's gone loose. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Suarez might just make this. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Cruyff. Steaming on. And a chance! Gattuso. Just eases him off the ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Alvarez. And now they can clear their lines. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Alvarez. De Jong. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Cruyff. Rooney could move up a gear here. And this is Luis Suarez. Great vision. Oh, well measured. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Neither side yet able to find the net. Has a look and place it forward. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rooney. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Platini. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. And here's Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Puskás. Short changes him with that pass. And now the breakaway. Puskás tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And we come to you
Any
now
opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution for Sporting, number 20, Alvarez. Coming on the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
David Villa.
Sporting have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's gone for goal. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Sporting different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see it.
Puskás! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And it's Pirlo. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Platini goes hurtling down that left-hand side.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Sporting presented with a golden opportunity here. This to go one up. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Sporting have taken the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Jordi Alba. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. Decent chance!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Platini. Sporting still ahead by the game's only goal. Just 5 minutes left. And it's Batistuta.
Sporting really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Puskás. Puskás. Oh, it's a big chance! That's a lovely, neat pass. And we're done. Sporting have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Xavi Alonso claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Sporting clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let go.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cruyff. And here's Scholes. Rummenigge. Oh, good take in a good area. Goes looking wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And he's managed to get free. And no, he's seen through all of that. Park Ji-sung did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to pass it through. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Scholes. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff, this is promising. He has found the way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Dembele. Now that's well seen too. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff, looking for the run. Rijkaard is onto this, and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Alvarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Alvarez, and this is shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Scholes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! It's bounced back off the post. Alvarez. Now it's Cruyff. And he's had it nicked away. And back to the keeper.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And it's Cruyff. Can he get it through?
There will be 1 minute
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Dembele. And this is Raul. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick announcement.
The midway point of the game.
Sporting really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Coming on to replace him is...
And we are back underway.
Sporting clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
Rooney! Rice. Sporting do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. Sporting are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
And Torres! Great effort, but no way through. Rice. That's a sharp pass. And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Substitution for Sporting, number 20, Alvarez.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Ajax are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.,
Dembele is... He's had a shot! He scores! And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Ajax are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Cruyff. Oh, played right into his path.
Sporting really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the...
David Villa! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Dembele gets flagged offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's another good win of the ball. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Guardiola. Tries to play it through. And that has been cut short. Guardiola. And the counter is on. Costa Curta cuts out the pass.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Guardiola. And he cuts out the supply.